this was a massive game changer for me, especially when I moved onto land, because I found myself, I had all this time in the day, I was able to structure my own day, but I found myself just sunbaking on the terrace, listening to, training videos instead of doing actual income producing activities. And when I learned this next, top secret that I'm about to share with you, my days changed and the results I was getting in my business changed. I was drawing in more money, drawing in more ideal clients, having more sales conversations.
Hey guys, you're listening to The Side Hustle Movement, a podcast for you, the high-achieving female entrepreneur who's tired of their 9 to 5. Now, I know you're wanting to turn that side hustle into your full-time gig. Hell yeah. I'm Sheree Murray, ex-chef from the luxury super yachts, and now I'm living life on my own terms, helping women reclaim their financial sovereignty, time choice, and freedom back. Now, each week, I'm going to be bringing you tips and tricks straight to your phone that you can implement into your business. Are you ready to take your side hustle to the next level?
Hi guys, and welcome to this week's episode of the Side Hustle Movement. So, time and time again, people are asking me, Sheree, how do you work online and work part-time? Let alone, how did you even start online while working full-time? As you guys know, if you've been following me for a while, I actually started 2 online businesses while working 18-hour days on the super yachts. I started my health and wellness coaching business. I started my personal online cooking program, and I did that all within the pockets of my time while working full-time. And now, of course, I'm running my online business coaching program and running my affiliate marketing program business while still doing regattas, while still freelancing on yachts. So I've got a lot to share, and there's a few certain keys to working online and working full time that you've really got to know and that have helped me create the successful online businesses that I have today. All right, so you ready to dive in? Okay, let's go. First of all, you've got to freaking have automation. Now, automation is the key to freeing up your time. Without it, you're going to be online all the time. Now, I remember 5 years ago when I got started in the online space. Actually, it was 7. Jeepers creepers. Time is flying so quick right now. Full disclosure, I'm actually also on a juice cleanse and coming off coffee. So my head is not all in there, but I'm excited to give you guys this information today. Anyway, I digress. Automation is freaking key. Now, what does automation mean for you? It means having easy to set up systems in place so you can free up your time and have time freedom. So as I said, for example, 7 years ago, I didn't have automation in my business. I was doing all the sales calls. I was doing all the paperwork. I was making webinars. I was making sales pages. And that took up so much time. So when I moved on land, back to the beautiful Palma de Mallorca and started freelancing, I found myself online all the time and I wasn't really having any true time freedom. And that's what I was preaching about back then. And I didn't really have it. So now within my affiliate marketing business, I've got someone in the background doing my sales calls, even when I'm cooking in the galley or flying across the Atlantic. Sales are being made 24/7. And even better, they're doing the paperwork for me too. I mean, that's a massive hell yes for me. I don't know about you, but paperwork is not my jam. Now, next important thing, and this was a massive game changer for me, especially when I moved onto land, because I found myself, I had all this time in the day, I was able to structure my own day, but I found myself just sunbaking on the terrace, listening to, training videos instead of doing actual income producing activities. And when I learned this next, top secret that I'm about to share with you, my days changed and the results I was getting in my business changed. I was drawing in more money, drawing in more ideal clients, having more sales conversations. You've got to freaking time block. This has got to be done. Otherwise, you're going to end up sitting on the couch watching the latest episode of Blue Deck with your crew, or maybe that was just me, haha. Or as I said, you'll just end up sunbaking on your terrace, listening to training videos and not actually doing any income producing activities. Now, you've got to have actual non-negotiable income producing activities set in your diary. Or like me, you can use an app like Google Calendars to schedule that time in. Personally, for me, I'm traveling so much. having using an app like Google Calendars really suits me. And what I personally recommend is, especially if you're still working full-time or part-time, those moments when I'm freelancing, I have 20 minutes on each activity, which, as I said, is perfect for when you're working full-time or freelancing. Now, what exactly are these elusive income producing activities? Let's dive into those right now. Well, first of all, posting content to attract your ideal client. I find myself often I'm getting in the zone and I'll write a bunch of content in the notes folder on my phone. So when I'm hectic chartering at regattas, I've got some value-worthy content to share with my audience. And of course, some of those posts, they need to be what I call a call to action. Now, a call to action is when you're directly asking someone to look at your product or service. And a really great tip that I share with clients when it comes to writing content is imagine your ideal client in front of you. What do they need to know? How can you provide value for them? And imagine you're having a conversation with them and just write that stuff down. And when I've done that, I've found it's the best connecting content that I've ever written. And I've gotten great feedback from clients about this. So imagine your ideal client in front of them. What are they worried about? What are their thoughts? What are they afraid of? What do they really need right now? And speak to that. And when it comes to call to action posts, I tend to do 1 to 2 a week. Now, second income producing activity, following up. Cliche saying that the fortune's in the follow up, but you've got to do it. It's an income producing activity. When people have actually asked about your product and service and taken the time to connect with you and you've sent them information, you need to actually follow up. And I've had clients in the past that feel like follow-up is pushy. And personally, I think that's just bullshit. What I've told them and what I'll tell you today is that it shows you actually care about them. And you're not just giving your information to anyone with 2 legs and a heartbeat. It shows you care about their goals, their transformation. You care about their future. It's so, so important. So schedule 20 minutes of that in a day. It's non-negotiable. Next is connecting. You've got to actually connect with your followers on whatever platform you're using, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, emails. Connect with your followers, especially the people that are liking and commenting on your posts. They're taking time to connect with you, so please take the time to reconnect with them. And don't know what to say? Well, what would you say if they were standing in front of you? Now, this isn't going to be a sales conversation. It's about building genuine relationships with these fellow friends online. So no sleazy lines like, I think you would be perfect at what I do. It's 2021, times of the sleazy, drop into the DMs and do a straight, direct ask is over. So guys, of course, as I said, 20 minutes on connecting, genuine connecting. What would you say if that person was in front of you? Now, this is the 4th and final income producing activity. So as I said, 20 minutes on each task is all you need. If you're working online full time, stretch it to an hour of each task, but part-time, at least do 20 minutes. So the last final one, and it's super, super important, is adding people to your funnel. Now, what do I mean by that? It's when you're adding friends and building your audience on whatever platform you're choosing to build. Like personally, I'm building Instagram and Facebook. Now, don't just go adding people willy-nilly here. Find people that you would want to have coffee with, people that you would want to travel with, people with the same interests, the same values. It's all about quality over quantity. That's the motto here. But always be adding 5 new friends on Facebook and following 5 new friends on Instagram a day. That's a minimum. Personally, I'm adding 20 a day when I'm not working full time. But as a minimum, I've got 5. And when I'm working full time online, I aim for 20. So guys, that is the non-negotiables. So let's just go over that again. Your non-negotiable income producing activities that you're time blocking, and you're spending 20 minutes on each income producing activity here. First is posting content. Second is following up. Third is connecting. And fourth is adding people to your audience. Now, feel free to save this podcast, listen to it again, take notes. And if you want to connect on Instagram, send me a DM. Let me know that you got value from this episode. Like, I love connecting with people. Nothing lights me up more than a message from someone saying they've listened to my podcast, got value, and that they love just following me and listening to me. Like, it makes it all worth it that you guys are getting value. So please feel free to connect with me at shereeann.co on Instagram or Shereeann on Facebook. And if you're looking for more tips on how to build your business online, or if you're a woman working full time and you're wanting to get it into the online space, but you just don't know where to start, come join us in the Side Hustle Movement Facebook group. It's for driven women wanting to work online while still working full time. You know, they're looking for change, they're looking for growth, they're looking for community. You know, they're looking for something that lights them up, but they're feeling a bit stuck and don't know where to start. They don't know their next move. Come and join us. The link's going to be in this podcast. Once you, fill in your details, I will approve you and we will get you in there. Anyway, that's all from me. Lots of love from Italy, and I will see you guys next week. Ciao for now.